So now I want, Vivek, can you please help me with the code of this one? Because the writing the code for this is very important, because again on this addition of two numbers there are multiple questions that can be formed. So we should be very clear when we are writing code also. So I'll give you the function definition and you just have to fill in the code. So public list node some. I want you to take care of all the boundary condition and you can take help of other guys. I'll not say anything. And one, please take a control of this and please complete the code of this.
Should we write logic for reversing the linked list?
No, you can simply call a method called reverse. You don't need to write the logic for it. You can simply call a method called reverse because we have discussed the reversal logic a lot now. So you just call a method called reverse to do that.
Yeah.
Are you stuck anywhere, Vivek?
I'm just stuck in like if we have two-digit number, how should I take?
Yeah, so you have to take a carryover, right? Just normally how you do a number. For example, 7 and 8, if you have to add, right? So what you do? It becomes 15. So you keep 5 and you take 1 as a carryover. Right?
Yeah.
Will we get any error in this line of code which right now Vivek has written? Any issue in this line of code which right now Vivek has written? Output head.next is equal to 10. No?
Sir, do we need to just create another list? I mean, can't we update the available list, one of the available list, which is like larger in size?
You can do that also, and I think that would be better because that will improve your space complexity.
Yes, sir.
But normally, it depends on what kind of question has been asked. Suppose the question itself has asked that you have to return a new list. Let's not alter the existing list, right? Because the list has been given as an input, and maybe that list may be used somewhere else in the code, right? So normally, whatever that you get as an input, you shouldn't alter that. You should keep it as intact as possible, and whatever that you're creating new should be returned back. Cool. So I think Vivek, you can leave now. I'll just complete your code now. I think I got you what you're trying to do, and mostly you are there. There are a few here, tiny little bits, mistakes here and there, and I'll just try to solve it when I'm solving it. Okay. So first of all, The first thing that you guys are missing all the time is the termination condition or the base condition. Okay, and termination condition or the base condition should be if head1 is equals to null. In that case, what we do, we return head2, because in that case 1 is already null, so I don't need to do anything, right? Head2 is equal to null. In that case, I just simply return head1. Okay, this is the first base condition that we do. Then I reverse both of them, reverse head1, reverse head2. Perfect, very nice. And then I have returned the output head is equal to, you create as a new linked list, new list node, like this. Okay, and you also define carry number is equal to 10. Well, this is not equal to null and head reverse head2 is not equal to null, we find a sum. Sum is greater than 10. In that case, the carry number becomes equals to 1. Otherwise, the carry number 0, that is all fine. And the value of the current sum, we should take it out of the if statement, because it will be true for either of the if or the else. The current sum will be equal to current sum ampersand 10. And we create a new temp node and output her dot next. Why I was saying initially this is wrong, because that time he set it as null. So in the null, if you point to set any value, it will give the null pointer exception. So that is why I was saying that. And you just keep it like this. Output is equal to temp node. That is all fine. And also we need to increase both reverse head and the reverse head 1 and reverse head 2. So reverse head 1 equals to reverse 1 dot get next. And similarly, reverse head 2 equals to reverse head 2 dot get next. Okay, is it done or anything is left in this? Can you guys think me? If when I'm done with this particular while loop, are we done or still something is left? So suppose if my linked list was this, okay, my linked list was suppose say 1, 2, one linked list of the 2 length, another linked list is say of the length 7, say 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So here what we are saying that till first is not coming to end, so both are starting 1. So when 2 and 2 is done, this while loop will get exited. Still I have to go and add these numbers, right? I have to go and add these numbers, right? So if so I can do it like this, while. Are you guys with me? Are you guys following? Everybody? So what I have done is that I'm trying to consider the case when the length of the two linked lists is not same, right? So example, one of the linked lists is of the length 2 and another linked list of the length 5. In that case, the while loop will break because we have a null condition for both reverse head 1 and reverse head 2, right? So in this case, still 1, 3 and the 4, 5 both will run, but as soon as it goes beyond the 3 in the first, it will break, right? So I'm still left with adding the 3 remaining elements of the list 2, right? So in that case, what we do, I need to write another loop here. So I write like this, while name of the condition is, well, this is not equal to null. What I do is, again, I define and sum to carry, whatever the carry number, and then reverse head 1 dot, and again if sum is greater than equal to 0, in that case carry is 1. And what I do is that sum equals to sum ampersand 10, and I create a node. Get to and attach it. So this is output head that he initially defined. Now output head equals to similarly I have to do for the second one also, because when I'm writing the code I'm not sure which one is smaller, which one is the larger. So I write the same thing for the reverse head 2 also. And if you see, this is similar to the approach we do in the merge function of a merge two arrays, right? If you remember, in the merge function of the merge two arrays, given a two sorted arrays and you have to merge into a single array, the way the pattern that I've written the code, the pattern remains the same there also. Okay. And then finally you have to return you have to again reverse it and you have to return the result. So finally again you have to reverse this final output node and you have to just return it. Does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay.